Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. As I explained in the last video, we've had a rough 5-6 days here. We really need a big college football Saturday, and there's a ton of value on the board, so I'm pumped about it. In this video, we got a real nice SEC matchup here. Definitely looking forward to this one. LSU, Tennessee should be a good one. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, Vols are on the road here at LSU. The look-ahead line for this game before last week was LSU +4, but by Monday morning it had dropped all the way down to 3. Look at all the sharp money on Tennessee. 75% of the money's on the Vols here. And we got a little bit of reverse line movement here, so the action stays on Tennessee, but look at the line, drops off of 3. We're looking at LSU +2.5 now as of Friday night. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be LSU -3.41, so a 6.5, well, a 6-point lean on LSU here. All right, let's break this matchup down, and this game comes down to the premier matchup, LSU's defense at home versus Tennessee's high-powered offense. The Vols are 5th in the country in OFEI. LSU is 12th in the country in DFEI. An elite offense against an elite defense. Hendon Hooker and this Tennessee offense are averaging 559 yards a game and 48.5 points per game, which is absolutely silly. But let's be real here. They ran up the score a bit against Akron and Ball State. In the games against Florida and Pittsburgh, they scored 34 and 38 points, and 7 of those against Pittsburgh were in overtime. And that Pittsburgh game is especially significant here because that's the only look we have at Tennessee on the road all season. That's the only road game they played all year, and they had just 27 points at the end of regulation. In fact, if Slovis doesn't get hurt, Tennessee probably loses that game. Tennessee rushed for just 91 yards on 35 carries in that Pittsburgh game, which is nothing to what we've been accustomed to seeing from this offense. They struggled against the Panthers. This LSU defense in LSU is much tougher than the Pittsburgh defense. Pittsburgh defense is all right, though. It's not terrible. This is LSU. Now, this Tennessee offense is way too high-powered to just blank, but if LSU is able to slow them down, that could be a real problem, because I don't know if you've heard, the Tennessee Volunteer defense is not very good. Tennessee is just 99th in the country, allowing 407 yards per game. They're also dead last in the SEC, allowing over 300 air yards through the game. They also just lost one of their starting corners a couple weeks back. Listen, I don't have much faith in this Tennessee defense, plain and simple. And it doesn't help their case at all that they're on the road at LSU here, because LSU's offense is surprisingly good, way better than I thought it would be. Look at Jaden Daniels' numbers. Yeah, he did struggle to throw the ball last week at Auburn. We will give you that. But look at his numbers on the season. 67.9% completions, 915 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. He also leads LSU with 321 rush yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. So yeah, he struggled last week at Auburn, but at home against this Tennessee defense, Jaden Daniels should put up monster numbers in this game. Keep in mind, this LSU offense is ranked 16th in OFEI. So this is a top 25 offense here. This LSU Tigers team is way better than it's getting credit for, and I honestly think it's going to be too much for Hendon Hooker to keep up with the LSU offense that's going to be scoring nonstop against this LSU defense. There's going to be too much pressure. I don't like the spot for Tennessee. Close the video up with a couple trends here. As you know, I'm not huge on trends, but they're interesting. LSU's 5-1 against their spread in their last 6 home games against teams with a winning record. They're also 18-6 in their last 24 following a loss against the spread. So if you're betting LSU, a couple things point you that way. I'm on the Tigers here, man, and as I'm recording this, I just checked, the line moved back up to 3, which is beautiful. So gonna be LSU +3, but I also like LSU +2.5. I think they win the game. Obviously, I always take the -110 because it's the best value, but I do think LSU wins this game. Go Tigers. If anything changes with this pick, I will let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the final Saturday ticket that I do that has the bet of the day, the top 7 bets, underdogs of the day, parlays of the day, all that stuff, make sure you head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. LSU, Tennessee, what a game. Honestly, this whole Saturday's dope. Let's have a good one. We need it. We've had 5 of the last 6 days have been losing days. I can't stand for that. Tennis has been our most profitable sport this week. Shout out to Jess, but I don't like that. Let's have a good college football Saturday. I'll talk to you on Twitter.